What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We have today for you a top 10 most fun players that I have personally used in FIFA 21. I've used basically all of the super meta, the super expensive, basically every card in the game that you could ask. And I've ranked all of them and put them in a top 10 list. We've got a bunch of fantastic players, some on the more expensive end, but also a lot on the budget end. So let's get straight into it. Starting off at number 10, we have Alain Saint-Maximin, the French left midfielder from the Premier League. He's one of the most meta cards in the game. He's very, very small, and he's got extremely high dribbling with a very high pace as well. And he's got 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot, which definitely helps. He has that versatility to him that a lot of players and a lot of skill players will use. He does have fairly low finishing, which does impact the card significantly, so I wouldn't recommend playing that striker, but he's a great budget option this time of year. I would imagine he's probably less than 5,000 coins at his current point in time. But no, he's an extremely fun player, and it was a player that I brought on off the bench quite frequently the past few weeks while I was saving all my packs and everything for Team of the Year. Now moving on to number 9, we have Houssam Aouar. There was an SBC during the Foot Freeze promo, which obviously the Foot Freeze promo this year replaced the Foot Miss promo, and it was a fairly cheap SBC. I believe it was a 83 and 86 or 83 and 85 rated squads. Slap a Hunter on him, get him on full cam. Not a lot of things wrong with this card. He's got pretty good dribbling with almost maxed out pace and maxed out finishing and a lot of maxed out shooting stats. So he was a very, very impressive card. I still use him off the bench, and I believe he was only about 150k at the time, so fairly cheap SBC there as well. So moving on to number 8, we have Marcus Rashford. The Manchester United winger, I don't understand what it is with this card this year. To me, it just feels like one of the most fun cards in the game. Super sturdy, if anything. Not the most agile cards, but he is fairly strong. The 75 strength and balance is kind of a bit of a fake stat. He definitely feels a lot stronger than that. And his pace, when you throw a Hunter on him, is maxed out along with his shooting. Gets to the mid-90s to upper 90s for a lot of his stats. Makes him one of the most usable all-around cards in the game. You can play him basically any way you want to. If you want to throw an engine to get a bit more on his passing and dribbling, you can do just that and play him as an out-and-out winger, or play him with a catalyst and do just that as well. I personally enjoyed playing him as striker because he does have the 4-star weak foot, 5-star skill similar to Saint-Maximin, so I played him down the center. Moving on to number 7. This one could be a bit of a shock to some, but it is Quadrado, the Juve right back. I used it a few drafts, and it was honestly a card that I wished he were cheaper because I fell in love with it straight away. It felt like the perfect style of player that I wanted in my squad, and if he were probably about 150k or less, I would have him in my squad linking to Ronaldo. He feels like he can do literally everything. 5-star skill moves, so he's great for the wing. Right foot, so you play him off the right side. Obviously, he's a right back with 3-star weak foot, and he's got some pretty good stats. I would say probably throw an anchor on him. He's got near maxed out pace and some fairly good defensive stats as well. He can do just about everything. He's got the same finishing as Saint-Maximin, and he's got decent passing as well. Fantastic option to play as a wing back, so I absolutely fell in love with this card, and hopefully I can get it in my squad sooner rather than later. On to number 6, another fan favorite with Serge Gnabry. The Bayern midfielder who's got the position change as part of the Foot Freeze promo as well. Was an SBC that I wish I had done, but I have played with his card on other people's accounts. And I tell you what, this is honestly one of the most fun cards. It feels very similar to Aouar. Maybe compared to Aouar, it's got slightly higher dribbling, but other than that, very, very similar card to Aouar. Again, similar price as well. I believe he was around 150k with the exact same requirements, I believe. So again, very, very good card. Can be played in a number of different ways. You can play him as a striker, slap a Hunter on him, play him down the center. You can play him with a catalyst, and he's probably one of the best cams in the game. So one of the more versatile cards that you will see in FIFA 21, 4-star, 4-star, with good work rates. I would say this card is probably best used as a central attacking midfielder. Moving on to number 5, one of the cards that just actually came out in the past couple days, Wayne Rooney, end of an era Wayne Rooney SBC. It's a fairly priced SBC considering this card can be played literally anywhere on the pitch. He's got good enough defending where if you wanted to play him in a box-to-box role, I don't think I'd play him as a DM, but I guess you could if you wanted to. If you want to play him as a box-to-box role, you could. Slap a shadow on him. He gets near maxed out pace and good enough defensive stats for a box-to-box. And of course, those shooting stats speak for themselves. 99 shot power, 99 finishing if you use a Hunter or a Hawk on him. An attacking positioning is 91. That is among the highest in the game. and the passing stats are just unmatched. You can slap a Catalyst on him and have a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous central attacking midfielder. And like I said, shadow on him box to box or a Hunter and play him down the center. On to number 4. This pains me to say because it is a Manchester City player, but Riyad Mahrez is honestly one of my favorite cards in the game. And he's been one of my favorite players in real life for quite some time now, even back in his Leicester City days. And this card does not disappoint. He's got 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. It's a similar theme with a lot of the Premier League wingers, such as, like we said, Rashford and St. Maximin. And he's got some fantastic stats. This is the Headliners card, so it is a live card every team of the week. He gets an upgrade, and obviously they already got the Headliner streak, as you can see. So when you get this card on full chem, I wouldn't recommend playing this on any less than full chem. The sprint speed can be a bit of a concern. A lot of the pacier fullbacks do catch up to him fairly easily. But I tell you what, those finishing stats when you play him with a Hunter are ridiculous. Passing, I don't really think, if you're using him as an inside forward, I don't think you need to put anything on his passing. With an out-and-out winger style of play, Catalyst does just fine. And dribbling, this card, I don't even touch his dribbling, and I would be afraid to see how good this card would be if I were to throw something like a finisher or an engine on this card. The dribbling stats are absolutely mental on this card. He's got the finesse shot trait, so cutting in on that left foot, he is predominantly left-footed, so you cut in on that left foot, it is ridiculous how good you can finesse shots into that top corner. Now, before we get into the top 3, if you are enjoying this video, please smash the like button underneath the video and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section below who has been your #1 favorite player in FIFA 21. Non-meta, meta, doesn't matter. Let me know in the comment section below who your favorite player is for FIFA 21. On to the 3rd spot on this top 10 list of the most fun FIFA 21 players is Bruno Fernandes. I've used his card for almost 1,000 games. I think I've used him for almost every single game this year that I've played. This player of the month 91 has 311 games, and the gold card that I had over 500 games played on it. As a central midfielder, he is perfect. Either player of the month, even his gold card in where we start of February now, can actually still be usable. He basically can play anywhere you need him to. He's got good defensive stats, good enough to play like a box-to-box. I wouldn't recommend a DM, but he's a very similar card to that Wayne Rooney, except Wayne Rooney's just got more pace. Finishing stats, the only real concern with the shooting, but other than that, ridiculous stats. Maxed out everything with a Hunter on him, and the acceleration sprint speed low 90, so that is fine. And passing as well. I play him with a Catalyst, so that way I can get the pace and the passing up because I rely a lot on my center attacking midfield to distribute. Dribbling stats are fantastic for a midfielder. This was one of the most fun cards that I've used so far, and I did this SBC on the day that it came out. Probably not the smartest decision by myself, but it was nonetheless one of the more fun cards that I've used this year, and I will be getting his team of the year in my squad at some point, hopefully in the month of February. Now, moving on to number 2. This was a card that I was able to pack during the team of the year, and while it is not a team of the year, it is a team of the year honorable mention, Sadio Mane. I tell you what, I've used Neymar, I've used Ribery. I actually have Ribery's SBC done, and this card, honestly, both Ribery and Neymar don't stand a chance. This card blows them out of the water. This Sadio Mane is probably one of the most fun cards, and it would be the most fun card I've used all year in terms of skill and ability, because he's obviously got the ridiculous agility and balance and dribbling stats, as well as almost maxed out pace without a chem style on it, and ridiculous shooting stats as well. I mean, this is the ideal striker. I play him down the center. Ideal striker. 94 stamina, so he can run for days, and strength 75 is a bit low, but combine that with 89 balance, he runs for days and he never even gets touched. This Sadio Mane is basically what would have been a Neymar team of the year if we had seen that this year. Now, as I was saying, this card would have been #1 if it were not for Cristiano Ronaldo's flashback player SBC. Like I said, this list is made of fun players that I genuinely like to enjoy for FIFA 21. Obviously, it's not the best card in gold. CR7 is definitely better, but you're talking about a 200 to 250k SBC. This card for me has made me enjoy and made me want to play FIFA again, maybe want to play Rivals and grind it out midweek. He's got low finishing stats, but he's got obviously the maxed out pace. If you throw a Hunter on him, please ignore the red numbers throughout the video. These are obviously just because they're sitting in a squad right now. But he's got insane dribbling stats. The agility and balance make him feel so much smoother than the gold Ronaldo. R1 dribbling on this card is it's unbelievable. It almost feels similar to Neymar, and he's a lot taller and what would be more of a clunky build if clunkiness was a thing on next gen FIFA 21, I guess. But no, he's got the lower finishing, lower attacking positioning, but it solved all that by throwing a hunter on him. His right foot is ridiculous. The 3-star weak foot is a bit of a pain, but at keeping him central, playing him at striker as a second striker. Typically, when I've been playing with Cristiano Ronaldo, it's been in a 4-2-3-1, playing him off the right. He's actually a fairly good right winger because he does have a fantastic shot across the goal. He does have outside of the foot shot, so shooting it across goal with that shot power that he's got is just the outside of the foot on Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, it is Cristiano Ronaldo, so he does have the body type CR7, and he does have those animations that other players don't quite get. I think it's the top 20 players in FIFA 21 got the special body types and the special animations. So for me, this card has been the #1 most fun and most enjoyable card I've used all year. And that concludes our top 10 list for FIFA 21 most fun players to use, with an honorable mention going to Ribery on the bench. Like I said, ridiculous card, comparable to Neymar. Obviously, is an SBC compared to a tradable Neymar, so you guys can make your judgments on that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video and smash the subscribe button. I want to do a lot more of these videos in the coming future. These videos are a lot of fun to make, and if you have any ideas for what you want to see in a top 10 list, drop them in the comment section down below, and we'll see if we can get through all of them, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace, fellas.